Good morning, and welcome back to Holy Week in Real Time, presented by Redemption Hill Church. This is Tuesday of Holy Week, and you can find the events of Tuesday in Luke chapters 20 through 22. Now, on Monday, we recounted Jesus intentionally leading his disciples into the temple, and with holy zeal for God's house, he drives out all of the money changers out of the temple courts, calling them a den of robbers for exploiting the people who had come to make sacrifices of worship during Passover week. Jesus declared, "My house will be called a house of prayer for all people." On Tuesday, we see Jesus purposefully and intentionally engaging and confronting the chief priests, the teachers of the law, and the elders for their hypocrisy and the abuse of God's people. He does this by teaching in parables in the temple. And in his teaching, he's demonstrating his authority and his lordship. In one particular parable, the parable of the tenants, Jesus confronts the priests and the teachers of the law with the fact that it was their ancestors who rejected and killed the prophets of old, and that they are now following in their ancestors' footsteps by rejecting him, and that they will eventually seek to kill him and thereby will be judged for it by God. Through this teaching, Jesus depicts a dramatic, even violent reflection of his eventual sacrifice, which is an assignment from his heavenly Father that he willingly embraces. Jesus also warns the people in his teachings specifically about the hypocrisy of the teachers of the law. He addresses the ultimate destruction of the temple, the signs of the ends of the times, and what to expect when the Son of Man comes back. He goes on to teach about the Messiah and also on the resurrection. In each of these parables, Jesus is speaking with certainty, with gravity, and also authority. The events of this day show us all that Jesus is the Son of God, and that he knew that he was the Messiah. And he is inviting all of us to recognize and to embrace his deity. Tuesday afternoon will be the last time that Jesus publicly teaches in the temple as a free man. His direct interaction with the chief priests and the teachers of the law have left them both incredibly angry and incredibly fearful, so that they no longer dare to ask him any more questions that day. Instead, they begin to secretly plot how they can accuse, arrest, and kill Jesus. These actions will be the very actions that fulfill the words that Jesus had spoken to them earlier in that day. But no one takes Jesus' life from him. Instead, Jesus will sacrifice himself for the prideful, the self-willed, the lustful, the covetous, the manipulators, and the hypocrites. He will be crucified for all of us because all of us have sinned, and he'll be crucified so that we may be redeemed. This is what he had come to do. And as he exits the temple that Tuesday afternoon, his actions the rest of the week will be directed to fulfill that very purpose. He knows that the life that he lays down on Friday's cross, he will pick up again through his resurrection on Sunday. And in doing so, he'll provide redemption and salvation for all who will place their faith in him, reconciling them back to the Father as sons and as daughters.